What are you feeding on? What are you feeding on? What do you regularly consume? Back to creation, you need to understand that human beings are the greatest ever created. Human beings are in great part. The greatness of humanity has no end. See, I want to be very sincere with you. What we have got to discuss has nothing to do with spirituality. We want to explain to you based on our waka inside life. We have seen things. We are living testimony. We are the experience that you seek. And as we have come to understand life based on first-hand experience, based on as we dey waka inside life, we have come to know, say, you shall reap whatever you sow. A voice from the wilderness. Do you know everybody becomes who they are and what they are? And all these people, no, you're not supposed to say it that way. Okay. Which way should I say it now? Be mindful of what you feed your mind. Be mindful of what you feed your mind. I get plenty events based on reality. You know, we don't act. We are not drama people. We are based on what reality, what is happening in our society as we move from place to place, from community to states to local government to nations. We live amongst the people. We do not lodge. We do these things to make sure we carry out reality. Your mind is your life. Your mind is your life. Listen, do you know spirituality is exist? No, it's not like that. Spirituality they exist. Just that. What did you say? Spirituality is in existence. Just that we never get accurate proof. But what we are here to discuss is about your mind. Your mind becomes your life. You see, you get something will happen recently. Some people came out and said that their person wey they don't throw overboard, wey they don't call to glory, came to them in the dream and told them where the body was disposed. Say where they don't carry the body of the person they called to glory, where the body they dump am. So the person where they don't call to glory appeared to one of, it happens that the person they call to glory happens to be a she. So she appeared to one of her sisters and told her where to go and pick up her remains. That's what you they talk about remains. The last thing remains. So when they got there, it happens that it's true. Now, but where the problem comes in, at the first say the same sister that appeared to her in the dream and told her where to go and pick up her remains, also failed to tell her who called her to glory. And that is where the whole confusion is. And now, again, sometimes, where we say, is it some kind of magical things that happen for your mind? You know, they still comprehend. It's kind of unbelievable. Your mind is the greatest thing you can ever imagine in this life, because just like Google now, once in a while, I get some things you are too familiar with in the internet. Sometimes, once in a while, Google go remind you, so yeah, see, you've been trying to find out something like this before, and you can work out. If like say you don't forget, Google will remind you. So sometimes you are going to a place, you have a kind of place in your mind. They don't tell you, see, this kind of location, something they solve, and you don't play it inside your mind, and your mind keeps playing it. And in most cases, where your mind will really deal with you is when you think about such things, you take them very seriously. When you say you spend time on them, you think about it, you rationalize it. Even if now 30 minutes or 1 hour you take and you reason too deeply inside that matter, and maybe you never reason about that matter again, you never visited it again, you never thought of it again. One day your mind will still remind you, and it might remind you in a way we could just, take you to a place. That is why you see these guys where they call people to glory. When you watch them, it happens that this is some things they fancy, they fantasize, their mind, they flow, then they play outside, that is away. And along the line, they say the mind was like, okay, why don't we just try this thing out? Since we've been discussing it, it's time to try them out. That is why when you meet the greatest people on this earth, which I am lucky enough to have met lots of them, they will tell you that it is the consistency of the mind. Many people from my tribe will never dare to step in a place as dark as this by this time of the night. And that is how far they have built their mind to accept that places like this lie dangerous, ghosts, appearing things. But when I came in, I met all these holy candles and we've been chilling. What have you been feeding your mind on? When you go to spirituality, you see that different religions, different beliefs, different things they hold on to. What is the cause? Over time feeding of the mind. See, do you know some certain things some religious groups believe in? If they tell you true, you will not believe that such person is sane enough. But that's the reality. It's an over of information. Your mind. You go to some kind of adventure, you and your mind first and foremost now agree to say you are coming back. Let's see what happens. And now when you agree, the best way to work with your mind is you always try to challenge your mind. And if you know that your mind is giving you a task, you can't even challenge yourself the more to achieve. That means that task might not be a positive. If I say it won't carry you go where you don't know. Because your mind is supposed to kind of present to you some kind of task where go dey difficult on a normal ground, and something that would take a long time and a serious energy and the right applications of everything, like it garnish a pot of well prepared soup. Your mind, your mind. What are you consistently feeding your mind with? When you say the rich and the poor, it has to do with mind. 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 What do you believe? Do you know sometimes Your belief system actually works according to what your mind releases. It's like when a woman want drop, you get wetin she dey drop. Now what that's what your what drops that, like your um your total self. Mm. See, this thing is a very what do you say? Okay, your soul drops to your mind. Thank you. Where are you? So your soul drops to your mind. Your mind drops to your soul. They do it in trade by barter. What is your soul and your mind transacting on? It all depends on what your eye sees, and what you think is what your soul and your mind transacts on, and that is what you become eventually. That is sometimes when you get lost in the forest, like I got lost in the forest of Okulabia, somewhere in Abia State. So I sat by a palm tree and I said to myself, I'm gonna stand erect and move by my opposite direction. I'm gonna find my way. And that is what happened yesterday. That wasn't the only time. You need to figure your mind in a way that you become audacious. And now, how do you succeed in all this? When your mind challenges you, you go to work extra, to do it even beyond the way that your mind wouldn't even imagine. Your mind will be kind of very proud of you. Your mind will be like, I never even thought that this would go this way. That is actually the best time to work with your mind. And now, when you watch some of these folks who take the advantage of weak people, you realize that they are not really, their mind is just using them the way their mind feels like. Because now, when you take advantage of weak people, people you know obviously they are weaker than, like they are weaker than you. Like what do they call them? Not really weak people. Sorry, that weak people no just good. You go say, wait, naive. Thank you, thank you, naive. They take advantage of naive people. That is, people never sharp, we never open eye, we never tear eye. You know, you feel you are smarter, you feel you know better, but you still go ahead, take the advantage. That means your mind is playing games with you. You are meant to be doing things where we say you're going to shock your mind. When your mind brings up something like, your mind is telling you that you're going to be a star, and you reason it that this is very difficult to, but you must prepare to shock your mind. That is how greatness is born. Your mind, your mind. If I begin to tell you about many things religious people might categorize, say it's because I belong to this category of spirituality, or belong to this category of non-spirituality, this is why this thing happened and all that. Some of all these things you dey hear, this is why this thing happen, this is why this thing happen, it happens to be what your mind has consistently been on. Your mind and your soul now, they don dey work on as a collabo, and the result happens to be what? Beyond your expectations. So starting from what you watch, that is why you become, when you grow up in ghettos, you have 98% of becoming a gangster, because this is what you have consistently feed your mind. This is what your mind is used to. And in most cases, you see, even if when you go, you blow money, you make money, you still want to be around the ghetto, because this is what your mind has gotten used to. You know, in your body, in your soul, so body no food. Okay, body. Now your body, you go to use the kind of activities and you must push. Everybody is meant to work extra time. That is why when your body even tell you, say your mind even tell you, say, okay, go and do something kind of nasty. You see, in most cases, they even do less. They don't even do something applaudable. You see, it's always about they take advantage, they take chance, they are not creative. When you see creativity, it has to do going beyond what your mind is reasoning. Abi, where are you doing? Okay. So you guys be understand this, your mind. You see, some people tell you that they believe so religiously in a way. Is it a religion? A religion now. Everything where they believe, they do worship, they do pour some things on things. Now, worship, now religion. Religious believe, you see, that this one will tell you that this one is not good. This one will tell you that this one is not good. How did we get there? We got there through the regular feeling of your mind. You finally become person where they move things, person where they misbehave. You are not somebody the community is proud of. The community can help celebrate positively. You are not a good energy to your generation. It is the consistency of what you have gathered, either via what you have seen in the past, you have paused for some time to think of, remains, ponder. Not the fact be that you don't ponder on things, and sometimes those things plays games on you. Your mind is so powerful that you need to be careful. Your mind can whine you, take you to a very place you won't believe. So when you are feeling some certain things, you're feeling to your mind, you be careful. That is why when people are not conscious of the information, the things they take seriously, that is why we resort to some kind of society that is unrulable. I mean, unrulable. Thank you. So, brother, this day I say to thee, put your mind onto things like whatever experience you have in life, whatever you see, whatever you feed on, whatever you watch, whatever you listen to, whatever you belong. Every day you wake up, you go out and you come in. Day-to-day experience, your contact list, your music, your family, your traditions, your culture, your belief system, everything comes back to your mind. So be careful, because whatever is too much desire, your mind would find a way to bring them to reality. That is why when you so much wish for burial rights, somebody might pass away, somebody might be called to glory, something might happen. Careful of the mind. It is spiritual, physical, no, it has, no, spiritual is no flow. This thing is based on what we have seen. You see somebody, many things have happened that has kept society backward. That's why I see their generation struggling to 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 eat, to feed, because of the mind. What the mind have believed in on earth. Waiting the mind believe. To my brethren this day, as my strength is leaving me, I say to you, feed your mind positively and believe that you're the greatest ever made. If something or someone should be greater, that should be you. I don't feel life for you. If I life for you, what would be my gain? We have come a long way. Without you, I wouldn't have been here. And we have seen this. This is not Harvard, this is not Cambridge. This is pure reality, life. When you apply this thing, you won't believe what you will become. You won't believe what you will become. Your mind, your mind. Don't panic. Your mind, your mind, your mind. Challenge your mind. Do something exceptional. Pursue only greatness.